taking all the sunshine, bottle up the rain. Go where the wind blows, let it show the way. Open all the windows, let in all the light. You can pull the stars down, paint the perfect sky. So go and write your song. The world will sing along. Jump in, and we don't know where we'll end up, so you might as well begin. Memories you're making, you frame inside your heart. The middle of a nowhere, so somewhere you can start. So go and write your song. The world will sing along. Bottle up the rain, go where the wind blows, let it show the way. Life's what you make it. Oh, life's what you make it. Oh, it's yours for the taking. Gravity, lost the way to love. Feel my demons pulling me, but I won't give up. Hollow chains cut into me, tangled up in tongues. Ghosts that came to set us free, they lift us up to kingdom come.
Your host team, Taylor, North Italy, Taylor, Michigan, manager, Rick Thornton, coaches, Colin Finer, and Guido Ruben.
catching my breath. I brushed off the dust and then I buried all the stress. I feel like I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make my way home. We are the stars and the suns, the unforgettable.
Welcome everybody to Taylor, Michigan. Heritage Park, home of the Junior League World Series for the 41st consecutive year. What a matchup we've got on hand as the West, the team out of Hawaii, takes on the host team making their debut.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay.
So the leadoff hitter aboard for Michigan. And now Cole Boyke will step up to the plate. Big swing and a miss from Cole. Cole's got a live bat, lots of power in it. Just 13 years old.
Let's go, kids!
Several of these players slowly getting ready for high school baseball. Mentioned how critical these years are to the development of these young men. You start thinking about at this level, hitting the weights, eating right, getting the nutrition, training properly. Really making this game a big part of your life if that is what you want to pursue. Another good pitch. Boyke a little bit late on it. It's 1-2. Check the runner at first. He had lots of pickoffs, 2 lefties thrown in that last game between Czech Republic and Latin America, and everybody who was on first base was having to deal with that big leg kick up in the air. Several runners were thrown out in that game. Another ball fouled away by Boyke. Cam Thorning is on deck here for Taylor North. And he'll be followed by Jackson Surma. Hear the chirping in the dugout. Runner goes second base, and he's in there. So good speed from Lucas Farner down there. Michigan with their first player in scoring position. Tremendous jump from Lucas Farner. They had no chance. A.J. Weeda probably could have just saved that throw. And now Weeda and Patak Young having a little bit of a conversation. I think what they just said there is, hey, keep an eye on this guy at second base. Keep him close. A.J. Weeda, the catcher. He's been impressive. 3-2, set it up outside and attack that zone. What a pitch for strike 3. Home plate umpire Barry Nelson ringing this one up.
Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. The only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain.
picture-perfect moment so far for this Hawaii squad. So important to get that right picture. Cole Boyke now stepping in for Taylor North Little League. Boyke struck out his first time up. Cole's got that live bat. Watches that one outside the zone. Big Olivia Rodrigo fan. Now the 1-2. Tak Young constantly trying to work that outside corner. It's been the sweet spot so far in this tournament. Pop this one up. This one is playable. Kawakami. Man, that was an adventure. Finally, he was able to squeeze it.
So many places, the things that I did, there was every broken bone. I swear I lived.
Face Tate Kobashigawa out of the Lolani school. Big fan of Mookie Betts. Gets a piece of this one. Left fielder charging in. Boyke can't make the grab. Kobashigawa makes the turn at first. Hawaii trying to get their offense going. That's a good start. Diving attempt out there by Boyke. Just not to be had. Cole Boyke's turn. Driven into right. Right at the right fielder. So many hard hit balls today. That time, Noah Chong reels it in for Hawaii.
Promise to never say never, and everything can change. Oh, you only get one life to fall in love. You only get one chance.
Kawakami due up third here in the 7th. Rocket shot. And a base hit into left. Good start for Hawaii. They've got their first base runner, the speedster, Iona Uehara. Talk about one of the great players in this tournament. Uehara is certainly that. Left fielder coming over.
Never say never.
In that situation, 2 strikes, got to be swinging away here. See the Taylor Little Leaguers on their feet. Saw Taylor in the Intermediate World Series out in California a few weeks ago. This one shot into left. It'll be a base hit. Michigan defense gonna hit the cutoff man. Nobody gonna advance. The plot just gonna thicken here with the bases loaded.
Like the embers that glow from a fire, we'll be rising up again. Let them know we'll go down to the wire. Never say never, feel it running through your veins. Promise to never say never, and everything can change. Oh, you only get one life to fall in love. You only get one chance to turn it up. And when your heart screams out, it's not enough for you. Never say never. Never say never. Never say never. Never say never. Never say
Trying to secure the first out of the top of the first. Jackson Surma delivers. And this one skied out to shallow left field. Cole Boyke comes in to make the catch for the first out. Now Evan Gallucci will come to the plate. And Drew Kirkby thought it was ball 4. Instead, it's strike 3. This one lined off the bat of Frankie Gravina, and it's caught on the line. Cole Boyke is there to record the final out. So Jackson Surma, 34 pitches in the top of the first inning, but able to wiggle out of the jam with some help from his defense.
Oh, if there's one thing to be taught, is dreams are made to be caught.
And Cole Boyke. Bats from the left-hand side, again out in left field, made a couple of grabs defensively in the top of the first, now comes to the plate. Cole comes from a baseball family, 13 years old. His dad, Todd, played in the Montreal Expos organization for the '95 season. Both his cousins, Blake and Carson, have played in the Junior League World Series at Heritage Park. And a curveball slapped the other way into the hole at short, knocked down by Drew Kirkby. The throw not in time. An infield single for Cole Boyke, and he's aboard with one out. Here's Cam Thornton. Again, son of the manager, Rick Thornton. Favorite athlete, Bryce Harper, 5'11". Cam pitched in game 1 of the Junior League World Series against Hawaii. Squared a bunt. Runner taken off to second. Safe there is Cole with a stolen base. Runner in scoring position for Michigan with one out now. But Cam closed out the
We all belong to a tribe. It's good to know this one's mine. Let's start a riot tonight, a pack of lions tonight. In this world, he who stops won't get anything he wants. They rock the top 1% till nothing's left to spend. We don't care, we won't stop. Call your mothers, call the cops. We are the champions, setting it off again. Oh, we on
fire, we on fire. Line drive, left center field, and it's over the head of Jason Warmer. First run's going to come in to score. Jackson Surma is at second. RBI double for him, and it makes it 1-0 Michigan. Right, just off the heel of the glove there for Tommy. Infield couldn't believe it, but it's going to be in E9. So that's now errors on back-to-back plays for New Jersey. Up to second base will go Farner. And now Chris Kirkby will go out try to settle down his team right now.
Guys, you guys tell me if you think you want the ball out there or we just look like we're nervous just because there's some people here, all right? We don't look like we want the ball. We look like we're just kind of standing around shell-shocked. It's a baseball game of 14U, all right? We're a small town playing against a regional team of 35 towns, all right? Let's just go out there and play baseball, all right? This is stuff we can't do. We're missing throws, we're missing pop-ups. Let's go here, all right? You're throwing a great game. Just stick with this, all right? Mix up your looks to first, okay? Come on, come on. Come on.
All right, so powerful message there from Chris Kirkby, kind of making the point. Look, we're from a small town community. We got 9,000 people at Hillsdale playing against a team that has already won a Little League World Series and playing pretty much on their home diamond here in front of a home crowd. Wants his team to want the ball. Cole Boyke will be the next batter. And he's right, Max Staub has pitched really well today. But 2 errors committed behind him. And Michigan with a 2-0 lead. Here's a fly ball out to left field this time. Evan Gallucci makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So Fernandez now to the plate with nobody on. Sebastian says favorite baseball player Aaron Judge, also the person that he would like to meet the most. He also plays basketball competitively. And the 1-0 pitch lined out to left field and caught. Boyke was there to make the grab. 1-2-3 inning for Lucas Farner in Michigan, coming back to the plate with a 2-run lead.
I'll be more than just a fable. I'll be written in the stars. I will never be too afraid to bleed, giving all of me even when it's hard. Oh, I started as an ember who was made for kerosene.
He's seen on the mound, and now he leads it off with a first pitch single to start off the bottom of the 6th inning. Max Staub now at 86 pitches. He's got 9 more to work with before he reaches the 95 pitch maximum threshold, as Cole Boyke was 1 for 2, squares to bunt. Gets it down back to the mound, bobbled by Staub, and throw to first just in time. Sacrifice bunt is complete. Tough pitch to bunt too. It was exactly what you're supposed to do as a pitcher. When you see the batter come around a bunt, you want to throw it as close into the hands as possible, which makes it tougher.
waiting for a long, long time. We've been waiting for a long time. But we ain't gonna wait no more. We're getting ready to rock and roll. We're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Well, there's a reason everybody should be shaking in the house tonight. And you should grab your favorite lady and promise her you'll do it right. Tell back, Jack, to jump back and give you a shot of some booze. So you can party to some stomp down, butt bump and rock and roll, rhythm and blues. But the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I know that everybody when they hear the music will be doing it on the floor. Jump up and down and turn around and tell the band to play some more. So tonight you can dance and romance and do anything you feel like doing. So don't look surprised 'cause you know what I like. And tonight we ought to do it. 'Cause the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Oh yeah. Well, there's a reason everybody should be shaking in the house tonight. And you should grab your favorite lady and promise her you'll do it right. Jump back, Jack, and jump back and give you a shot of some booze. So you can party to some stomp down, butt bump and rock and roll, rhythm and blues. Because the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The boys are back in town. And when the boys are back, ain't no fooling around.
Three pitches, one out for Cooper Derrick. And that'll make way for Cole Boyke. Look at that behind home plate. You have rows of people back there, stacked 3 rows deep, trying to get a peek at what Michigan will be doing here tonight. And a cut on fastball for strike 1 from Cole Boyke. Cole's 1 for 5 this week, a single and a run scored. That single came in the game yesterday against New Jersey. He also scored a run. And he's behind 1-2 now. Cole comes from a baseball family. Dad played in the Montreal Expos organization back in 1995. Both of his cousins, Blake and Carson, have also played in the Junior League World Series here at Heritage Park. Cooper Derrick with the 1-2. That's well high, 2-2. And this season, Cole's other cousin is playing in the senior regional tournament in Indiana. Two, and Cole swinging away, fouling it back out of play. Cole's also a 3-sport athlete, plays hockey and basketball. When asked what his highlight was from this past season, he said hitting a 3-run home run, 309 feet in the district tournament. I'd say that's a pretty good highlight there. Works the count full here, 3-2. And Cooper Derrick with the payoff. Swung on and lined into left field for a base hit. 1-out single for Cole Boyke, second hit of this week. Michigan's got a 1-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. And Cam Thorning will make his way to the plate. Son of the manager Rick Thorning, 14 years old, 5'11", favorite athlete is Bryce Harper, and he even plays a little bit like him. You can just tell when you watch Cam play, this is a baseball player. Manager Rick Thorning down the third base line, coaching third. Check on the runner at first, back in time. Rick was the manager for this team when they made it to the Little League World Series in 2021. Again, 10 members of that 2021 championship team are on this Junior League World Series team. Cam Thorning, one of them, of course. And he gets jammed here, fouls it back out of play. Looking for his first hit, however, through 2 games, 0 for 4 is Cam. He pitched and closed out game 1 against Hawaii. Got the save there. Went an inning and allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, though. Asked for time here, down 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch is high. Cam Thorning was this team's spark plug on their run to a Little League World Series title in 2021. Went 1 for 3 in the championship game, but he had 7 hits in 6 games in Williamsport with 3 home runs. Also led the team with 9 RBIs. Another check over at first. Head first dive is Cole Boyke. Michigan 6 stolen bases in 2 games. Taken off here, swing and a miss, strikeout, throw down to second, not in time. So Thorning goes down, swing.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now.
Pitch was down in the zone. He went down to get it. It was a good throw from Chase Ellis in center field. And it was cut off by Dalton Gravel at the plate. It would have been close had Dalton Gravel maybe tried to apply the tag. But nonetheless, an RBI single for Lucas Farner. He is 2 for 7 now in the Junior League World Series, and Cole Boyke the batter. So Michigan has taken the 1-0 lead. Here's a look at the throw. Watch where Dalton Gravel catches the ball. I mean, that would have been really close. A check back at second base. I don't know. I think they may have gotten him there if that ball had come all the way home. And this one is hit into right field, a base hit. Now turn the Jets on is Lucas Farner. Here's the play at the plate. He will score. It's 2-0 Michigan. Back-to-back RBI base hits for Lucas Farner and Cole Boyke. Left-hander turned on this one, and he drove it just over the mitt of Waylon Grillen at first. Lucas Farner coming in to score from second. And after starting the game 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position, they have now 2 hits in the last 2 batters. And Cam Thorning will make his way to the plate, trying to continue the train rolling. Taking off for second, sliding in safely. There is Cole Boyke. Second stolen base of the inning, the 4th of the game for Michigan already.
wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed. Keep our clothes on the floor, open up champagne. Let's continue tonight, come on, celebrate. That's how we do. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house, play that music too now. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go out.
Back to the top of the order for South Carolina, Chase Elliott. Struck out in his first at bat. Or excuse me, Chase Ellis. And a curveball lifted out to left field. Cole Boyke going back, and he makes the grab. Nice catch in the gap there in left center for Cole Boyke. 2 gone. Way to track it down. Kept his eye on it the whole time. Shades are going to help. I got to be honest, I think sunglasses in baseball are getting bigger and bigger. Every time I see, I mean, you're wearing ski goggles out there. But I guess the point is to shade your eyes from the sun. So, in essence, the bigger the better in that sense. Charlie Todd.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaken, but
Fifth, runner caught stealing. Now they come to the plate to face Jacob Furcus. Try and continue some of that momentum. Gage Gilpin will lead it off, and he laces one down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Gilpin rounds first, heads for second, and he'll be there standing with a leadoff double here in the top of the 6th. Gage Gilpin's been aboard twice tonight. Out in front of that changeup. Able to keep it fair down the line. And it rolled all the way into the corner. Took an awkward bounce there, too. Wouldn't have made much of a difference. That had a double written all over it. Okay, so they're going to call this a base hit. Interesting. Cole Boyke, the batter. Back to the mound, could be 2. Okay, and it's short. Back to first, not in time. Boyke beats it out on the fielder's choice. Too much speed for Cole. The throw is high towards second as well.
there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle.
And I get why Coach Gravel was trying to do that, but it's a double-edged sword there because you're making your pitcher, Charlie Todd, wait on the mound and think a little bit more about what he has to do. 0-1 count to Max LaForest. He'll throw over to third. And the 0-1 pitch. Driven out to left. Out there is Cooper. Derrick makes the catch. Tagging up from third is Surma. Headfirst dive. Michigan on to the title game tomorrow. Well, if you think we had a packed house tonight, just hang around and come back at noon tomorrow to see how ruckus this crowd is going to be, with Michigan in Chinese Taipei battling it out for a Junior League World Series championship. A valiant run for South Carolina, but here was the final play. Sac fly, Max LaForest at the plate, drove it out to left. Outfield, Cooper Derrick was playing in. Amazing he was able to make that catch in the first place. Sliding it head first is Jackson Surma. Look at them exploding out of the dugout. That is awesome. Majority of this Michigan team won a Little League World Series already. They will try to win a Junior League World Series tomorrow. Sunday at noon Eastern time on ESPN+. Plus, it will be Chinese Taipei. And the host, Taylor Little League from Michigan. So the game ends on a sac fly RBI from Max LaForest to bring in Jackson Surma. And the final score, 3-2. Michigan wins it over South Carolina. Waited to see it. Caught by Cooper Derrick. Heads up play by Surma. And a Superman dive into home plate to win it. 3-2. Michigan on to the championship game tomorrow. We will see you there.
Number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is.
Let's go, Taylor! Yeah! You got him!
And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions, stand up.
One gone for Cole Boyke. Were you a mental visualizer, Berkey, in your playing days, or not necessarily?
I like the practice. I'm with you. That's not really a superstition, more of just getting your mind right. But, yeah, I think it's always important, especially if things aren't going great, to try to visualize yourself having success. So I would say yes, I was definitely a visualization guy.
Here's Cole Boyke out in left field today. Takes a fastball in the outer corner for strike one. Cole, again, also 3 for 8 here this week. He went 2 for 3 against South Carolina last night with a pair of singles and an RBI. Also stole 2 bases. Get a look at manager Rick Thorning down the third baseline there. He's the dad of Cam Thorning. Was also the manager of this team when they won the Little League World Series in 2021. And a line drive out to center field. Coming in, making the catch is Pin Yun Chun. This Asia Pacific team is going to play shallow all game long in the outfield. They will kind of allow and give up the extra bases if Michigan can make them pay for it. But they're not letting anything drop in front of them.
Well, I think it's a smart strategy. It's not a big park, right? So even if a ball gets hit over your head, it's probably just going to be a double. So take away the line drives. If the ball gets over your head, it's either going out of the park or you're just going to give up one extra base hit. But that one stings right there because it's a Michigan team that hasn't swung the bat great this week, and to hit a rocket and getting up.
Don't feel like going home, but all my cash is gone. Yeah, I got nothing to do tonight. I'm passed out on the floor, up in the hotel bar, but it don't matter 'cause I'm feeling fine. I'm thinking life's too short, it's passing by. So if I'm gonna go it all, go big or go. Go big or go home. Go big or go.
For Lou, excuse me, and that certainly cost Taipei a run.
Smart base running, though, by Po Chung Woo behind him to get up to third. And now Yu Zhao, the batter. Batting in the 5 spot over at first base. Some more power here for Chinese Taipei at the plate with a runner 90 feet away. As Yu Zhao has also homered twice here at the Junior League World Series. And he lifts this one high, but shallow. Could be trouble out in left field. Boyke coming in, able to make the catch for the final out of the inning. Chinese Taipei does score first here in the bottom of the first inning, and they lead it 1-0 in the Junior League World Series title game.
Go big or go home. 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 Giving my body all the things I need. Rescue me with a little whiskey. Staying out, don't need no sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead, you can bury me. I'll sleep when I'm dead, you can bury me. I guess I'm going home, 'cause all my cash is gone. I spent it all trying to feel alive. Go big or go. Go big or go home.
Fielders going back with the power at the plate. But again, John Yu Liu is one of those players that is due. 2 for 11 this week. Inside, ball 1.
Yeah, this is This is odd that you got a 3-hole hitter in the middle of a Taipei lineup that doesn't have gaudy numbers. Usually, if you're talented enough to hit 3-hole for them, you are explosive. I'm sure it's a matter of time.
That one dumped into left, waving around Pong. Here's the play at the plate. Ooh, safe is the call. Great throw out there from Cole Boyke in left, but a headfirst dive for Pong, able to avoid the tag. That's going to be an RBI base hit for Jlws, Liu, his third of the week.
Well, there you go. This wasn't exactly a rocket, but just kind of dumped into shallow left field. Boyke did every possible thing he could have, but Pong just too athletic. Flying around the bases. Great job of directing his body as far away from the catcher as he could there. And Taipei with a huge insurance run there. 2 feels like a big number in this game, the way both these teams have pitched and defended.
All right, welcome back to the top of the 5th inning we go. Chinese Taipei has extended the lead now to 4. Thanks in large part to that man right there, the catcher Po Chung Woo. He's got 5 hits in the Junior League World Series. 3 of them have left the park, including a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 4th inning to make it 4-0. So we go to the top of the 5th. Michigan's got 2-3-4 due up. Cole Boyke will lead it off. Lined out to center field in his first at bat. And this one hit on the ground, back up the middle, backhand stop by Wong, throw to first, not in time. Michigan has their first base runner and their first hit of the game in the top of the 5th inning.
Well, I thought we were about to get a highlight reel here, but Wong just had too far to run to even if he'd have made a good throw, to throw out the athletic Boyke. But heck of a try up the middle, and just what Michigan needed. A leadoff base runner.
And this is kind of where you need Cam Thornton. Of the 5th inning here. So, you know, if you're in manager Rick Thorning's spot and you're Michigan, you know, why not try to use a challenge there and see if you can keep that inning going? Because again, they had the runner on third with Cole Boyke when the inning ended. But nonetheless, we continue. New pitcher on the mound will be Cole Boyke, coming in from left field to try and deal on the mound for Michigan and keep Chinese Taipei off the board, which has been a challenge today.
Yeah, Farner did everything you could ask. He was fantastic in this ball game, and now Boyke gets his shot. This is his first appearance here in the Junior League World Series.
Jacob Firkus moves over from center field to left field. Cam Thornton goes out to center field. And Lucas Farning takes over at short. So those are the defensive changes for Michigan here, as Hao-En Chong will lead things off. He struck out in his first at bat, and he shoots one out to shallow right, going back to second baseman Gavin Hewitt. And still we stand tall, 'cause maybe they've seen us and welcome us all, yeah. With so many lights here to go and things to be found. I'm sure that we all get their
finish that play off, and now Taipei with a leadoff runner certainly looking for another insurance run.
That's usually always the second baseman's ball, though, right? Generally, Berkey, if there's enough air under that.
Yeah, you'd like to see Yulin call that one just really early and just kind of get LaFlorist out of there. That way he never even enters his space as he tries to make that play.
Jishu Huang is the batter, and try to keep an eye on the third baseman, Jackson Surma, and see how far he comes in here. Now a slash there, yeah, so that's to keep him honest.
Well, I mean, we pointed that out the last time they bunted, just how far in Surma comes. At some point, you gotta keep him honest and slash it just to keep him from being so close to the hitter. Show it early and then pull it back. No.
Jishu Huang says that when he grows up, he'd enjoy to play professional baseball, and he lifts one down the left field line, ranging over Furcus, and he'll run out of room. But I was looking this up earlier today, Berkey, because I was just curious, and we get to read these player questionnaires. They talk about how they want to play the next level. A lot of them play Major League Baseball. A guess for you. How many players have ever played Major League Baseball? Any game. Total number of players.
There was that tweet going around. I remember a few weeks ago, it was like 32,000 or something. I know it was only enough to fill up like 2/3 of the average Major League stadium or something if you put every player that had ever played.
That's correct. The number is 2,400.
24,000.
Excuse me, 20,400 is the number that have ever played a Major League game.
Okay.
And I did this up for you. And how many in Thompson Bowling Arena do you think can fit in Tennessee?
Oh, Thompson Bowling. Well, they removed some of the seats here recently. Yeah. To it used to be over 20. Now I think it's slightly under. I think it's like 18.5 or something.
It is actually 21,000. It was 24, but you're close.
Okay, so there you go.
So that does not, that wouldn't even fit all of the Major League Baseball players that have ever played a game. You could fit them in Thompson Bowling Arena, and it's
dreaming big enough, right? So who am I? Nobody believed that. Nobody believed me when I was in 13, 14, middle school or freshman in high school when I said I wanted to play in the big leagues. People used to laugh at me too. So I get it. These kids, they love it. They enjoy it. Of course, they dream about playing it the rest of their life. But as you said, it's always good to know the percentages are tough. So make sure you stay in school and work hard off the field as well.
Bin-Yan Chung with the grand slam yesterday against Curacao. That went 325 feet over the left field wall. And here he's squaring around to bunt with 2 runners on. And Chinese Taipei with a 4-0 lead. And a meeting on the mound for manager Rick Thorning now.
外面的你看到球来的 K 可以往那边打也没有关系，但是要很有自信，好，去认真去做，不要想说我要往再往。
Wanted too hard, you can go 3, then go 3, and it's a force here. But the goal is here, and then we'll figure it out after that. All right, throw strikes here. You got this. Take a deep breath. All right, you got it. All right.
Love it. We get both guys coaching their
make
guys
sure you
up,
talk.
right?
Make sure you talk on the bunt here, the bunt coverage.
Talking about, number 1, we got to throw a strike. Number 2, how are we going to defend the bunt? He's telling his catcher to make sure he communicates with everybody about their bunt coverages. And then, of course, on the Chinese Taipei side, talking to Chun here about the approach and where he should go with this at bat now that he's up 2-0 count.
Ball scoots away from Van Bell back there. Both runners will take a base. So no need to sacrifice now. Pass ball.
Uh-oh. That's a free base there, and so that does the hitter's job for him. Now you got to deal with Chun, who's driven in 4 this week. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, as things are getting awfully tough here for this Michigan team.
Yeah, and you know, you're kind of in that situation again, although after the strike there, I think you deal to Chun, but you do have first base open.
Got a chance to have a real big week here with another big swing of the bat.
And he lifts this one out to left field. Going back, Ferkus now coming in. And he makes the catch, tagging up from third is Chung. Throw is cut off. And a long sack.
Across the field or in from left, because obviously Wu's ball went out to center field with no problem. But by the time Ferkus catches this one, he's like running back in towards the infield. So the wind certainly influenced that baseball. Let's see what the wind's doing. Yeah, definitely blowing in some. That just makes the ball that Wu hit all the more impressive.
Yu Chien Lin with a 2-0. Squared a bunt there and pulls back for a called strike. That one blocked back there by Ethan Van Bell. Runner on second is Wong. Yu Chien Lin watches ball 4. Second walk of the inning for Chinese Taipei. Still just one out. One of the best things about watching this Junior League World Series is seeing the different cultures playing, and international team playing a United States team, and you see there Si-Wen Wong addresses the umpire before he gets into the batter's box as a sign of courtesy and a thank you to the umpires working the game. Every single batter for Chinese Taipei, when you watch them come up to the batter's box, will address the umpire and then get into the batter's box, but they will not get in before they make sure to address the umpire.
Yeah, it's a neat tradition that you see from the Asia Pacific teams. Always very respectful to the umpires. They do a fantastic job of teaching that.
Well, it was a great crowd here last night, Berkey, over 3,000. It was a Junior League World Series record. I'm sure we got a lot of fans here today, and the host team, Michigan, hasn't had a lot to cheer for. They got a little something going in the 5th offensively, but overall it's been relatively quiet. And time's running out. Again, we play 7-inning games here in Junior League baseball. And Michigan, the away team, will have the top of the 6th and the top of the 7th to try and make something happen.
Chinese Taipei has a way of taking the air out of the building. They just don't give you anything.
Strikeout there for Cole Boyke, puts 2 on the board. Kwon Wei-Hu has been one of the go-to pitchers here this week. He started the game Friday against Canada, went 4 innings, didn't allow a run, struck out 5. Coaches say he's got a great off-speed pitch as well. And this time at the plate, he lines one into left field. Wong is trying to come in to score. The throw cut off. It's 6-0 Chinese Taipei. RBI base hit for Kwon Wei-Hu.
He just put the gas pedal down here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yuan Chi Sai squared around a bunt and pulled it back for ball 1. So Chinese Taipei scored 3 in the bottom of the 4th. 2-run home run from Po Chung Woo. And they have now scored 2 in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1. Gets the bunt down.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and this is placed perfectly. Bases will be loaded for Chinese Taipei. Bunt for a hit. I don't know what happened there, Berkey. Looks like miscommunication defensively for Michigan.
Well, I think, he had shown it earlier in the at-bat. I think you're thinking 2 outs, runner on first and second. You're playing back, trying to keep your defense in line to keep the ball in the infield. And, yes, I mean, Surma, once he was playing back, was expecting Boyke to go get that ball, but it wouldn't have mattered who went after this one. That is just a perfectly executed drag bunt.
Bases juiced for Yu Xiang Wang. He is the 13th batter in this continuous batting order for Chinese Taipei. The leadoff batter, Chung An Pong, awaits on deck. Cole Boyke delivers a curveball low for ball 1.
They're thinking about bunting for a hit again.
Now, what do you do here? What's the situation if this bunt's laid down, Berkey? I mean, you got to go any base, you got to force out.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Surma, you pick it up, lob it home if you want, but
swinging away here, popped up on the infield. First baseman LaForest trying to find it, and he makes the catch in foul ground. So that will do it. Cole Boyke able to strand, the bases loaded, but 2 more come across for Chinese Taipei. They lead at 6-0.
I've never been the one to raise my hand. That was not me. And now that's who I am. Because of you, I am standing tall. My heart is full of endless gratitude. You were the one to guide me through.